Hello, everybody, and welcome to Hashtag Truth. Tonight is going to be a very special night. I'm going to be doing a review of EWF Bombshell. But before we get into all that, I have got a special guest coming up that everybody wants to know a lot of answers from. We've got a lot of questions. This person left his brother high and dry in the ring at EWF Bombshell, and he has a lot to answer to us fans for. So let's get right to it. Let's bring him in here, Mr. Asten Williams.
What, Larson?
How are you
What do
doing?
you want? No, don't talk to me. What do you want?
So, inquiring minds want to know, man, why'd you do it to your brother?
All right, first of all, let's clarify something right here. You opened the show by stating that I owe you guys something. I don't owe you anything. I don't owe any of you anything. I don't owe anybody an explanation as to why I did what I did. And I really don't care what the fans think. I don't care anymore. They weren't there. They were there, but they weren't there. Does that make sense to you? So
If you're saying it, I guess, but we were all there. We saw what happened. It happened right in the middle of the squared circle, right after your match.
you're
You
right.
hugged them, then you slammed them. What was up with that, man?
It is what it is. I don't, like I said a minute ago, I don't owe you anything. I don't owe you any explanations why I did what I did. I don't owe anybody anything. I don't even owe my brother anything. I haven't talked to him since that night. Right after I dropped him, right where I left him, I walked away. I haven't talked to him. I haven't seen him. I haven't heard from him. And honestly, I don't care. It doesn't faze me. I have become who I am. Me and my brother have grown distantly apart for months and months now. And it is what it is.
You guys were the EWF Tag Team Champions. Are you going to tell me that you guys didn't spend your days together as the champions?
No, we didn't. I did my job. He did his job. And we can obviously tell by what happened last Saturday night who did their job better, who held up their end of the bargain. And it's been this way countless times, countless over the years, many different places, many miles up and down this road, many miles up and down this road. Many titles have been held over our heads, and we obviously can tell who did their portion of the job better.
So you're saying you carried your brother throughout the years. Is that what you're telling me?
I didn't say any of those words at all. But if that's what you're taking from this, and if that's what you're getting out of it, then maybe, who knows? Maybe you are correct. Maybe you are the all-knowing EWF fan club as you claim to be. Don't laugh at me, fool. Don't laugh at me. Because I don't keep it funny. Not even a little bit.
Okay.
Next question.
So now that you got rid of the dead weight in your brother, as you've been implying, what is the next goal for Asten Williams?
To beat my brother within an inch of his life. I'm going to show him why he was the dead weight, and I'm going to show him why I'm the better of the two of us.
So you didn't do enough to him at the end of the match after you lost your belts. You want to do even more to your brother.
Yeah. If you think that one slam is enough, then you are delusional.
So are you doing this to teach him a lesson, a brotherly lesson, or are you doing it just because you've had enough?
I'm doing it because I can. There's no matter of a brotherly lesson. There's no matter of, oh man, look what I've done to you. No, it's because I can do this. And then I will continue to do this. I will do this to whoever they put in front of me.
Connie Larson says, you suck just like the Cubs do.
That's okay. That's all right. She married you.
That she did. I can't argue that. She did marry me.
Obviously, she has her PhD on describing onto what sucks because she married you.
That's good. That's good. I'll give you that one. So, are you looking for any titles in EWF?
No, because titles don't make anybody. Look at Austin Jordan. It took him forever to get a title, and now that he's got a title, guess what? He's just still a somebody. You want to know who a somebody is? Look at the guy that I faced off against, one of the two gentlemen that I faced off against the other night. That's a somebody. Because without his title, you're still talking about it. He's still a big
So you're saying the EWF heavyweight champion is just another cookie cutter wrestler? Is that what you're telling me?
No, the kid's good. He really is good. He's got a lot to offer. But that doesn't make him the greatest because he holds on to 2 titles. It just means that he's better than what's there. He's better than what was put in front of him. Good kudos for the kid for actually trying and putting forth his best effort. But what does it end you up at the end? You're still going to get beaten, and you're going to run right back and try to get it back so you can call yourself the 2-time. All that proves to anybody is that you lost the first time.
So you have no inclination whatsoever of getting a title. You just want to beat down on people. Is that what you're saying?
100%. And what's wrong with that?
Boomer Payne says, I call it dumb luck.
Boomer, you might be right. You know what? I'm going to go off and say it. Maybe Boomer Payne, maybe Anton, maybe, Derek Driver, maybe everybody has been right all along. Maybe the things that they whisper in the back are when we walk in passing and we walk past each other like civilized, because I've wrestled them all. So I know, and they respect me and I respect them. Maybe they were right. Maybe I was doing this for all the wrong reasons. Maybe I was just making sure my brother was taken care of like old Mama Williams always wanted me to do. But it's over now. It's done.
So now you take on whoever you want to take on. Now you're just going to beat down whoever you want to beat down. And basically the world is yours, right?
Exactly. I'm going to put myself in, I'm going to interject myself in any situation that I feel that I want to. And until somebody steps down or steps up in front of me and says, hey, knock it off, I'm going to knock them out and keep going in the direction I want to go in. That's just how it is. I've been here for too long. I'm not here to wrestle. I'm not here to be a champion. I'm not here to be a hero. I'm not here to be a role model. I'm here to be a fighter. I'm here to be a savior because I'm going to show everybody the direction in which you want to walk. Follow me, and I'm going to take you in the right direction.
There's been a Ben Wright sighting. He said, oh, no. I think Ben Wright's even scared of this new Asten Williams.
That's impressive. Ben put together 4 letters, and they actually make sense. Good job, Ben. Proud of you, buddy.
Josh Tesner says, everyone lost respect for you Saturday.
Hold on a minute, Josh. Let me look for something. Nope. Can't find any cares what kind of respect you have for me. None. Let me check my calendar. Wasn't my day to watch out for your respect. Next question.
My lovely wife said Tristen will beat you.
You're much like your wife cheers for the Packers. She's wrong.
Brandon Ledford said you're nothing but a big old chicken. Wow.
Who to this day uses the words and refers to somebody as a big old chicken? Like,
Brandon Ledford.
Good for that guy. Who says those?
So you don't think that was a cowardice move that, you're hugging it out with your brother. Next thing you know, you slam him without even, face to face telling him what you just told me?
No, because you weren't in that hug. You didn't hear me whisper into his ear.
So you were whispering stuff in his ear now.
Yeah, I said I loved you, and then I smashed this right down to the mat.
And that's how you show brotherly love.
Okay, again,
that's what Mama Williams would have wanted you to do.
No, that's what Mama Williams always grounded me for doing in the past.
Okay, that makes more sense. Ben Wright says, I beat you. You, what did he say? I beat you.
There it is again.
You beat, don't run your mouth.
We got it, Ben. Words are tough. Ben, you may have beat me, but you beat the old me. Anytime. Let's do it.
Uh-oh, there's an invite for Ben Wright to come to AEW and go toe-to-toe with Asten Williams. I like it.
Come to where? How are you the EWF fan club president? You can't even get what promotion you're talking about, right? We're not EW. Yeah, don't.
Yeah,
don't
hey. That's enough out of you.
And don't hush me. You're the one that screwed up, not me.
Yes, I did. Joshua said, hope Tristen sends Asten to the hospital and ends him. That's kind of harsh.
That's not going to happen. Not even close. Not even remotely close.
Ben Wright put 3 more words together. He said, let's do it.
I got you, Ben.
Boomer says Asten Williams and Tristen Williams are going to play a very familiar game. It's called Asten Wins.
You see, Boomer, we've been on both sides of this fence for quite a few years now, and more the light is shined right on the words that you've been saying for forever.
Of course, Boomer's going to pick the bad guy, right? I mean, isn't that the way it goes?
Why am I a bad guy? Why am I a bad guy? Because I did something that you didn't agree with, or Josh Tessner doesn't agree with, I suddenly become a bad guy? Be a bad guy.
I'd say there's a lot of people that didn't agree with what you did. Just because they're not on my show doesn't mean they don't agree with you.
But then answer my question, fan club president. Why does that make me a bad guy? Because you disagree with it?
Of course.
Oh, makes about as much sense as wiping before you poop. Good job.
You don't do that?
Nice recovery. Next.
My wife again says you'll never win.
No, she says you will not win. Come on, read it right. Let's do this.
And Ben Wright, I'll be in your corner. Joshua says he's going to be in Ben Wright's corner if you two ever go at it.
Outstanding.
So apparently you've lost some fans. Does that not hurt your feelings whatsoever that you've lost fans after doing this to your brother?
Negative. I don't care. Like I said to you the other day or last night on your post, I said, you know what? You'll probably talk about me, and I don't care.
I'm not talking. I'm asking questions. I'm asking the questions that the fans have asked me to ask you. They really want to know why you did this. You guys were tag team champs everywhere you went. You guys were just like that. I've got pictures with you guys as tag team champs. The happiest moments of your life I've seen. Next thing you know, you lose the belts. Asten gets a bad look on his face, and Tristan's laid out in the middle of the ring with everybody's jaw hitting the ground.
It was a moment, wasn't it? That was you are correct.
It was the bombshell. I'll give it to you. It was the bombshell of bombshell.
You used the words just a few seconds ago there, fan club president. You said happiest moments of my life. Was that one of them? You are damn right. Lifting him into the air and driving him to that mat exactly was one of the best moments of my life. Freedom, just mental freedom, to know that I was free and clear. And unfortunately, now, you know, it's not even unfortunately, I did it because I could. And as I stated at the beginning of this interview, I'm going to continue doing what I want to do.
So are you gonna eat eggs or have eggs all over your face if EWF puts together a match between you and your brother defeats you? Are you going to come on here and apologize?
No, because he won't beat me. I guarantee you that. As a matter of fact, if you want to make a happy wager, we can do it offline. We can do it outside this meeting. You can make it public after it's done. And if he beats me, yeah, I'll do it. I'll come on this show and tell you I'm sorry. But if he doesn't win, what are you willing to do? What are all you little sheep willing to do? What is all the sheep? What is your flag?
I'll do it publicly. Let's do it right now, man. You come on here and apologize, and you tell me what I got to do.
I don't know what I want you to do. I don't know what you and your sheep are willing to do.
Okay, well, let it swirl around in that head of yours for a little while, and, you know, a day or two, you come back with it, and
you might want to be careful with that, because look what just happened that swirled around in my little head, and everybody else has got their panties up their crack all in a tizzy over what I did.
Because you turned on your brother. I could see if it was just another tag team partner. We've seen that in wrestling over and over again. This was your brother, your namesake.
It's so many more tears because it's my brother. Who cares? I'll do it to anybody. Because they're not.
Boomer Payne says your fans go down, your paychecks go up. What do you say about that?
He's not wrong.
So you did it for the money?
No, did it because I got tired of being his escort.
Oh, Joshua said you're going to eat crow. Yes, he will. He knows he will.
Who says that? You need to meet up with the big old chicken dude, and you guys can have yourself a aviary festival somewhere. Go for it. Bunch of birds. Just hang out and have birds.
Just go ahead and play You Sorry. I've always wanted to hear it. I think he meant say you're sorry, but
no one plays.
Just go ahead and say you're sorry, because you know you're gonna. If EWF is is good enough to get your brother back in there to fight you one-on-one, and he beats you.
I just laid it out. How much more simple do I have to lay it out for you?
Let me say this. This match would be, to me, bigger than the match that was at AEW when brother versus brother. If he beats you, it's going to be bigger than that, because you're coming on here and you're saying you're better than him. You're saying you carried his load. You're saying that all the championships were won because of you. And if he beats you, what does that say?
He's not. It'll be as silent as I just was, because it won't happen.
PJ Ellis says, anybody? Not me.
Yeah, I would. You don't scare me. You're big. So what? You could beat me. Who knows? I could get lucky. Who knows? But you'll remember you were in there with me. What is Brandon thinks the only person that deserves a shot at you, or you deserve a shot at, is Hoot the Owl at Owlmania 3. What is Ledford's obsession with birds? That's kind of creepy. Next. Just get it out of here. Ledford, you look like a dodo bird, if you really want to be honest.
So I'm going to ask the big question. Are you going to be at Owlmania 3? Are you going to be at you're not going to be there?
Nope.
Are you scared your brother might show up?
Nope. Not at all. What I don't understand. I'm having a disconnect here as to what's your obsession, thinking that I'm afraid of my brother. I'm not. So keep asking if I'm afraid, and ask me if I'm scared, and I'm not. I can't.
So when are we? If you're not afraid of your brother, when are we going to see the next promo that has you challenging your brother for all the mistakes he's made?
I don't have to challenge my brother. He knows where I'm at. He knows what I did. He's the one. If the ball's in his court, not mine. I made my statement. Hey, at least it wasn't a bird reference. Good job.
Excuse me. Haven't laughed this hard in a long time.
Well, I'm glad you find me humorous.
Oh, this is very humorous. I have to admit.
Okay.
So let me put this all in a nutshell. I'm just gonna repeat. If I misrepresent what you said, stop me at any time.
I completely expect that.
Okay. Number one, you don't care about titles anymore. Titles are nothing. You're nothing if you have a title, correct?
It's just bling on top of some. It's like some icing on a cake, I guess.
Okay. So you don't care if your brother asks for a match because you'd beat him anyway, and you've done it over the years so many times that it's nothing, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And you don't care what the fans say, regardless of, they pay your bills or they give you the money to come in and wrestle. You don't care about them.
Nope.
That is what you said, correct?
100%.
So why are you still wrestling?
Because it's part of me, and there's other mountains to climb. Just because I'm not chasing down titles, just because I'm not, slapping high fives and kissing babies, doesn't mean I can't be out there.
So do you have any wrestlers in mind for these big matches that you want to make?
Don't worry about what my plans are.
I'm not worried. I'm asking for the fans, man. The fans want to know.
Right now,
you want to get somebody hyped to come see you, right? Or you don't care if they come see you or not?
I don't care if they come see me. I found your face humorous. We can go back and forth with this play school banter all day long. We can just do that.
Jamie Earnhardt says his brother got sick of him messing up. They talked about it, and Austin.
Get that off the screen. That whole thing was just irrelevant. Just get it off there.
It's totally irrelevant.
Yeah, that guy just.
He doesn't know what he's talking about.
No, the guy's yeah, whatever.
So is that another wrestler? Somebody that you couldn't beat?
No, I wouldn't qualify that as that. Move on.
So, where are you going to be in the near future
I'll
for
be back.
all of us to see in your glory of you don't care?
I'll be back at EWF soon enough.
Do you have anybody in mind that you want to take out? Do you have
Yeah,
anybody
my
in
brother.
mind you would like to wrestle?
Here, is
Maybe
this what you
PJ
want to hear?
Ellis.
Is this what you want to hear? My
I,
brother.
I want inquiring minds want to know what's next
My
for
brother.
Asten Williams,
It's Aston.
who turned
Not
on
Austin.
his brother.
Aston.
Aston, yeah, Aston.
Thank you.
I've got this Austin thing. I don't know what it is. I was calling Josh Powers the other night Austin Powers, so it's
You're sloppy. You need to fix this. If you
yeah,
want
I am. Yes, yes.
you want this super cool TV show, you
I
need
should
to
just hand over the reins to you and watch you do it
no,
correctly.
no, because I don't want this. All I'm telling
Okay.
you, you need to clean it up. You're sloppy and you need to
Okay.
fix it.
I will definitely do
Now,
that,
if
sir.
you really want to know what's up, if you
Just
really
because
want
you
to know
told
what's
me
up,
to.
my brother. I want to get my hands on my brother, and I'm going to beat him. And I'm going to beat him convincingly. And as I'm dragging him around the ring, I'm going to take him to all four corners on the outside so all of his fans can see what I'm doing to him. Does that make you feel better? Because that's on my agenda. That's my number one goal right now.
I can't wait till we get off the air so we can make this bet because I bet that doesn't happen.
That's fine. Like I said, I will come on your show and apologize. But you're going to have to be willing to ante up and come back at me with something equally as big.
That's true. Boomer Payne said maybe there's an opening in the unbookables for you. You wouldn't want that. I wouldn't even smile. I wouldn't even smile. Not worth your time. If you really want to associate with losers, go down that road. I'm just saying.
See, that's not fair.
It is fair. Ask
Maybe
PJ Ellis.
Ask
In
PJ
if my memory serves me correctly, PJ Ellis is 4-0 against the great unbookables.
It's okay. Good for him. Rookies have moments. You know what? You could have all of this in one great package. And you could just be really, really good at what you do. And you could just be winning and winning and winning and winning. And you know what the one thing that escapes you every time?
What's that?
A world title. That's what escapes you. Because you could be so close. You could just keep winning all the simple ones. But you can't get the brass ring.
So who are you talking about now? Because are you talking about PJ Ellis?
Are you ready? I'm talking about the Brewers. That's who.
That's good. That's good. That's good. I like it. The only comeback I got for you is who celebrated twice on Wrigley Field last year.
Who still has a World Series ring? Not the Brewers.
You're right. They don't. I must agree. But we're here for wrestling, sir. So I will gladly change the subject because I don't want to cry on my podcast. How's that?
What else you got? Boomer Payne, I hear you. I'll be in contact with you very soon.
Joshua said, "Hey, Boomer, the unbookables suck, and so do you." So,
that was.
And Ben Wright said, "So you're saying you can't get the job done?"
What is Ben talking about?
Apparently, you can't get the job done some way, fashion, or form.
I don't know.
Oh wow, Brandon's coming with the big words tonight.
Oh, see, that's what I'm hoping for. We got away from bird references, and he's moved on to livestock.
He's moved on. We moved on to livestock. I love it. Okay.
The sheep were out.
So what did you tell Mama Williams after you did what you did to your brother? The same thing you're telling us?
I haven't talked to her.
So you have broken up the whole family over wrestling. But wrestling doesn't really matter. Winning belts doesn't matter. The fans don't matter.
You're so lost right now. Again, we went back to being sloppy. Never once did I say wrestling didn't matter. What it said was
did.
Right now. No, I did not. What I did say was chasing a title is not my ideal picture right now. It's not what it's about for me right now. For right now, it's just me getting my point across. So I had to read that. So as it went,
Joshua Tesner, if sucking means counting out stacks of $100 bills, then yes, we do. That was the answer back. All right.
So you were so lost in hearing what you wanted to hear in your selective sheepish hearing that you missed the fact that I didn't say that wrestling didn't matter. Chasing titles doesn't matter. Beating my brother into the ground, that matters. To continue to put my foot on his throat every time he tries to stand up, that matters. I will continue to hold him down because he held me back. I'm holding him back. See, that's what you want. That's not what you heard, but that's what what you heard was, you don't want to wrestle, you don't want titles, so why are you on here? That's not what it is. Because again, just like the rest of society, you're hearing what you want to hear and developing opinions and thoughts upon it. That's why it makes you no different than the rest of the sheep.
I'm asking questions, and I am just taking what you said and bringing it back to you and asking questions from that.
No, you're asking questions and developing thoughts upon them without actually even listening to what's being said in response.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to write all this down here. I got a pen. I'm gonna have to write all this down so I can get it right from now on. Asten Williams is taking me to school on how to do a podcast. Wait a minute. Give me a second. Let me write this down. Okay, I got you.
That was a crayon, not a pen. So
this is a pen, not a crayon, sir. That is a pen.
Good job. It was a crayon. We saw it. Next.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Everybody assumingly thinks you are going to become an unbookable. Would you become an unbookable if they asked you to?
I don't know. Never really thought about it. Be kind of nice.
Be kind of nice to be a loser, never be around a title. Well, unless you cheat to get one and cheat to keep one. But that doesn't matter to you, right? As long as you get there.
I don't know who you're referencing on that one.
Referencing Adam Jackson, the Mid-Atlantic champion.
Huh. Interesting. Is he the champion? Huh. But that's what it's all about for you people, right? Is the titles. Who's got them?
Last time I checked, to have a title means you are somebody in any wrestling company.
Okay.
Isn't that what you come to work for at wrestling, is to work yourself up to win a championship? Whether it be a Mid-Atlantic championship, whether it be a tag team championship. I mean, why'd you come to work with your brother all the time if it wasn't about the tag team championships?
Let's get with your mentality here. Let's really think about what you just said there. You mean to tell me that the Unbookables, from the top to the bottom, every member of the Unbookables right now is a nobody?
They're all but one.
They don't have championships. Let me ask you here.
All but one.
Right, let's hit you here. You ready? Boom. You ready? Where's your boy?
Ready.
Where's your boy, Big Country? Because he's not chasing a title right now, is he? He's not in a title picture in any means. What is he doing? Does that make him not as much of a wrestler? Does that not make him as much of a man in your eyes because he's not in a title picture and he's not chasing a title? Does that go
so you're telling me that Big Country, given an opportunity to win a title, would say, no, I don't want to do that?
No, because I'm telling you right now, he's not chasing it. But everybody seems to love him because it's a sheepish mentality, because you were told by everybody else to love him. And because he's still fighting the good fight, you're going to cheer for him.
So are you jealous of Big Country? Is that what's coming out now? Are you telling me you're jealous of the big man because he gets cheered and clapped and everybody stands up when he comes out, when they hear his entrance music? Are you telling me you're jealous? Because that's what I heard. I heard, Scott, I'm very jealous because this man's doing what I want to do and how I want to do it, but they still cheer for him.
Again, that was probably the most ludicrous comeback I think you've had yet of this evening. You know what I mean? And it just, okay.
Read it. Be over without a belt. Who can do that? Everybody. This big man can.
I can. I've done it. I did it for years, and I'll continue to do it.
You had a wow moment at EWF. You haven't turned any heads yet.
Oh, I have.
I want to see you turn heads. I want to see you face to face with your brother in the middle of that ring, Beat him down like you say you're going to do. Drag him around the ring, pull him out, do what you say you're going to do. That would impress me. I'd come on here and eat crow if you could do that.
What are you going to do when I turn his head around? When I turn it around backwards? Then what are you going to do? What are you going to
I'll eat crow. I'll come on my show and I'll eat crow. But I don't think
reference. All you sheep want to use bird references and praise the heroes that you're told to praise. I'm not the hero that you're told to praise anymore. So therefore,
you used to be that hero until you turned on your brother for absolutely no reason. You're
I'm not a sheep. I'm your savior. Watch me. Follow me and see what I'm talking about. Watch what I do. Listen to the words that I say, and you will find what you're looking for. Because I
says Little City can beat you.
Okay, bring it on. I don't care.
Boomer said you turned heads at Bombshell. Yes, we've already agreed. Him turning on his brother was the bombshell of the night. I have no disagreements on that.
Excuse me,
but the question we asked at the beginning was why.
Time out, fan club president. Again, King Sheep, you ready?
We're ready.
You made the comment, and you were already proven wrong. You said that I have never turned any heads. Guess what? Right there. There's 2 people that have now stated. So don't tell me that I haven't done it.
Those 2 people have been sucking up to you since this video started.
It doesn't matter. What the problem is again, because I'm walking the walk that I want to take. Watch how I walk, listen to my words, and follow me, and you'll be free. I can deliver you from whatever existence you feel that you belong in.
What are you delivering me from? Great wrestling?
Is that so? Because I turned on my brother 2 weeks ago, last week, hell, even a week ago, you praised me on your show, how great we were. And now you
were great as a tag team. Brothers unite. You guys have won championship after championship.
Hey, hero.
But because something didn't go the way Asten wanted it to, Asten turned his back on his brother because Asten didn't get all the heads to turn and look at him and pat him on the back and tell him what a great job he's doing. You got to be like you are now.
You really think that's what it's about?
I know that's what it's about.
Then you, sir, need to listen to my words, follow my path, and I will deliver you because you are so lost, sir. So lost.
I'm looking at Bombshell. I'm looking at all the matches. And I'm telling you, there were 3 matches that turned my head. And I'm being honest, 3 matches that turned my head, that got my attention. The biggest one was yours, hands down.
So wait a minute, I've never turned a head to now.
You turned it for the wrong reason, though, sir. You turned heads for the wrong reason.
Who makes these reasons? Who are you to make my reasons for what turns heads and what I do? Who are you? You
sound like all those people that get onto me out there in Facebook land. You sound just like them people. Who are you to make the rules? Who are you? I'm a fan. That's who I am. I looked up to you, man. My family looked up to you. We had CLB merch back here. But now, what good is that? That CLB merch is good enough to throw in the trash. Now, why? Because Asten wants all eyes on him.
But my brother's not worthy of your fandom because suddenly we don't fit your motif. So you turn your back on my brother.
He does. You don't anymore.
But okay, but the merch is worthless. Nothing's there. I heard everybody.
Unless he tag teams with another person and keeps it CLB, well, I'll keep it long enough to see if that happens. Well, if that happens, that Merkel stay up there forever. But
because of what I did, you really hurt my brother because I turned on him.
I'm not hurting your brother. You did. Yes, you hurt your brother by destroying the best tag team in the Indies right now.
You're a jerk. You are a jerk.
I'm a jerk.
Yeah, you're a jerk because you hurt my brother. I made the decision to do what I did, and you turned your back on him just as fast as I did. Every one of you guys are selling him out. Tell me I'm wrong. You can't.
Man, I'm telling you.
Man, I hit you right where it
I
counts.
just want to know why.
Because it
You
makes
haven't answered that. Why did you turn on your brother? And don't give me that shenanigans about he was dead weight. You guys were winning tag team championship after tag team championship. So don't tell me it was because of him. Give me the real scoop. Give me the hashtag truth on why you turned on your brother. Make it real right here.
All right, you ready?
Everybody.
Here it comes. You ready? Hashtag I don't owe you anything.
That is Howard's way out. That is
done,
you would make a great unbookable, sir.
I'm out.
All right. You would make a great unbookable. Asten Williams has taken off, went to do something, I guess, more important than me right now. What do you guys have to say about Asten Williams? And was I right? Was he right? Let's I want to hear from you guys. It's you never know when it comes to hashtag truth what's going to happen and when it's going to happen. But let me tell you guys, I'm not going to back down. I'm a fan. I wish they would have never broke up, but they did. It happened. And apparently Asten don't care. He really doesn't want to give a reason. He just wants to say that, you know, he had to carry his brother. But you don't carry somebody when you're both winning championships. That don't make sense to me. So let me hear what some of you guys have to say. Scott, bottom line, you are only as good as your last match. Well, if that's the case, then Asten Williams went from like number 3 all the way down to like number 100. Joshua says he sucks. I stand behind our fan club president. Thank you very much, Joshua. Joey Godfrey says we want Boomer. Wow. See, your man, you leave the show and not 10 seconds later, Joey's already demanding somebody better. Asten, man, come on. They already want Boomer. Melanie says, we don't want no Boomer. I don't want no Boomer either. I've had enough of Boomer. Until the Unbookables start winning it the right way, until the Unbookables start winning some matches, we don't need no stinking Unbookables. We really don't. So what do y'all think about everything that was said here tonight as far as Asten Williams and why he turned on his brother? Boomer Payne, Melanie Lewis, that is a double negative. So Boomer Payne has now become a teacher on top of wrestler. I like it. Joshua says, we want the A game. Hopefully very soon we will get the EWF heavyweight champion back on here because we would love to see him. Joshua, thank you. I will definitely reach out to the A game to see if I can get him on here again. Brandon says, Asten, screw him. He sucks anyway. Put Big Country on. How many people would love to see Big Country fight Asten Williams right now? Melanie Lewis says, where's BB? We've been asking that question for months, Melanie, and you're not the only one. BB naturally needs to come back. There's a lot. I would love to see BB fight Asten. Wouldn't it be awesome to see a woman put Asten in his place? And that would just be the greatest thing ever. I would love to see that match. Joey Godfrey said, not happening. Well, apparently we're not going to get BB, but you never know. Everybody's saying, hell yeah, we want BB back. Let's get BB. Or how about Big Country versus Asten? Let's set Asten up for a while. Asten looks like he needs a healthy dose of reality in EWF. Let's set him up with some, you know, like the champion. Let's set him up against the champion. Let's set him up against Big Country. How about ADD? I'd love to see ADD come off the top rope and land right on top of Asten and leave him laying in the ring like he was. Like he did his brother. Big Country versus Asten. Book it, they said. Country and Asten not happening. Well, apparently, apparently Country's too good for Asten, so it might not happen. You know how that goes. Aston would probably look squeamish and cry all the way home. Brandon Ledford wants to see Asten Williams at Owlmania 3. I would love to see Aston there. I've asked him the question earlier. He said he will not be at Owlmania 3. I asked him even if his brother was there. He said he still wasn't going to be there. MJ said, hey, y'all, how is the CEO of Big Country Incorporated? Hello, MJ. How are you doing tonight? Good to see you. Glad you're watching, my friend. You have a great night yourself. Well, wait a minute. Well, looky here.
You're still here?
I'm always here, man. This is my job.
You called me.
This is my job. So are you done crying now? Are you done throwing your fit?
No one's crying. The only one that's crying is everybody that's commenting. Every one of them is crying. Oh, put him against this guy. Oh, put him against that guy. Oh, put him against this guy. What part of what I said at the beginning of this interview did any of you guys miss? I don't care who it is. I don't care what it is. I'm going to do what I do. And it's going to continue. I'm just going to keep doing it. I don't care.
Big Country's 0-2 for the last two shows. What is that supposed to mean to me? Is that supposed to mean that he can't beat Asten Williams? I don't think so. Joey asked Anthony Payne, what do you think about these keyboard bookers? Yes, I'm just saying what the fans want, and the fans are agreeing with me on here. So Brandon Ledford said, if you ain't going to do it at Owlmania 3, if you're not going to face your brother at Owlmania 3, how about the night after?
I'll face my brother whenever. All you have to do is tell me when it's going to happen. Because, see, that's where you guys are already lost. The sheep have broken out of the pen and are now flooding across the pastures right now. Because all you guys want to do is book other matches. Because I'm going to look at the clock right now. 40 minutes ago, 35 minutes ago, everybody was worried about the welfare of my brother. And now all of a sudden, because I told you I don't care, and it doesn't fit your mold as your wrestling hero that you thought I was, all of a sudden now you have to put me up against everybody. Whatever happened to the original fight you asked about? Where's the fight with just my brother? I
would rather see, me personally, I would rather see your brother whoop your tail, man. That's just me.
Fine. Bring it on. He can try. What is going to happen to all you crybaby you whiners, all the sheep? What are you going to do when I beat him? What are you going to do? Go change your diaper and get your bottle ass. That makes no sense. The only one I see whining about anything is you guys. Put him against this guy. Put him against that guy. I have done no complaining, nothing. All I've done is stated facts and truth. As I've stated, listen to my words, watch the way I walk, and I will deliver you. Because if all of you people stopped following in the paths of everything else that's great, or what you think is great, and thought for yourselves, you'd be all right. Because that's the direction I went. You want to be honest? I don't care. You want to try to, let's put him against Big Country. You don't think that somebody's ever beat that guy before? Is he a big monster? Yeah, but I don't care. Because he'll remember fighting me. I guarantee you.
Melody Lewis has a really good question for you if you're done ranting. What's CLB going to stand for now?
Can't love my brother. How about that?
Wow. Okay, there it is. Brandon Owens says, what you gonna do, brother? What you gonna do? Brandon Owens is another up-and-comer that I would love to see you get in the ring with.
Okay, let's do it. Again, I don't care, Scott. I don't understand what part you're missing.
So let me do a little wheeling and dealing here. You said you wouldn't mind being an unbookable. You said you wouldn't mind being an unbookable. You say you don't care who you fight. You're just going to mow them down. You don't care about titles. You're going to do that. That sounds like somebody that would be a great unbookable and then be an enforcer. How about that? Would you look into being an enforcer for the unbookable?
You don't think Boomer Payne could be an enforcer?
Boomer Payne's the boss, man. Why would he be the enforcer?
You don't think Bryce Anthony could be an enforcer? That guy's huge.
Well, Bryce Anthony's on the shelf right now. He's injured, so keep coming.
It doesn't matter. Adam Jackson's a champion. He can enforce. Madden can enforce. Anton can enforce. You're right, Melanie. My brother probably is still crying, so I haven't heard from him.
Tristan's the younger of the two guys. So if you say little brother, you're talking about Tristen.
Yeah, he's much younger. I don't understand.
The older brother showed brotherly love by leaving his younger brother laid prone in the middle of a ring at Bombshell after losing. Now, why couldn't you have done that 2 weeks ago when you still had the EWF tag team titles, or that wouldn't have made sense?
What difference does it make?
Oh, wait a minute! I'm starting to make sense on here. Oh, I better quit because if I do that, I might have to change the way I do my podcast.
You're not even close to making sense.
I'm very close to making sense. If you said you had to carry your brother along, you were tired of doing everything for your brother, and losing the belt apparently made you go off, why didn't you do it beforehand if you already had these feelings?
What difference would have it made?
It would have been a shock. It would have been more of a shock when you had the tag team titles, I'll tell you that, because what would have happened to the titles?
Here we go, King Sheep.
Sheep.
If I would have dropped my brother 2 weeks ago, what difference would have it made? Would you not be as angry at me? Would you guys not still be trying to find somebody else to come beat me up because I beat up my brother? Because that's all this is. Everybody wants to talk about how bullying is wrong. That's all that you guys have done this evening is bully me.
We've bullied you.
Yeah.
Are you gonna go and cry again?
No, I'm not crying.
We've bullied you?
Oh, because now I'm pointing it out. It becomes I'm the bad guy again. Because the truths are in front of your face, but you don't want to see them for what they are because you guys are all so perfect. But here's the truth. And this is where we're supposed to do it. Hashtag.
The hashtag truth. Yep. Okay.
Hashtag truth, which really should be called hashtag sheep. So here's what we're doing. We're going to pinpoint. We're going to take me because I did what I did, and I told you at the beginning of the show why. It doesn't matter why I did it. It's none of your guys' business what my decision was. You saw the fallout from my decision. So now, ever since that moment, every one of you has tried to find somebody else bigger than me that you could send out there to beat me up. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me right now, Scott, that I'm wrong. You can't, because I'm right.
You're right. Anthony Payne says, I'm hashtag stretching the truth, and Adam Jackson says, stay out of family business.
So here's the way it works. Because I did what I did, now I'm a bad guy, everybody hates me, and all you're trying to find someone to do is to beat me up. I'm okay with that. Because again, listen to my words, follow the path that I walk, and I will lead you out. I'm done. I ain't got nothing else for you. So don't call me again. Bye.
Have a good night, sir. Well, I am being called a bully. I am being called everything else under the sun right now. Joshua says country will kill you. I think he's gone, guys. I think he's gone for good. Hey, Boomer, learn to spell my last name, man. But if you want to call me sheep herder, that's fine. It's all good. The ones who really know me call me the EWF fan club president. They know who I am. But as you can see, he said he did what he did, and nothing we can do about it. He said, we're just being bullies. I could put anybody on that I want to put on, and I will get with you soon, Melanie, and we might just get that done. How's that? Jack Morgan said, damn, I don't know what you're saying damn about. Tell us more. Why are you saying that? Is it about me? Is it about Asten? Let me know, because right now everything's up for grabs. Anthony Boomer Payne saved this show. I don't think this show needs saving. I think I did what I had to do. I think I asked the right questions. I think Asten gave the right answers. And it's up to the fans and everybody there to determine what they think. Whether Asten fights his brother or not will be determined. Whether he takes on all challengers at EWF will be determined. And I personally can't wait because there is a lot of options opened up to Asten Williams. And there's a lot of people that a lot of great matches that could come from what he did to his brother. A lot of guys on the good guy side that might take up for his brother. And you never know where this could go. It is EWF. It could go in 10 different directions. Asten could be the EWF heavyweight champion, even though he don't want to be. You never know. That could happen in the near future. So, just we have to see what happens. Frank Roof says, well. Again, being vague. Tell us how you really feel, guys. Everybody wants to know. This is a show for the fans. Put the little guy on that hit Jackson with a chair. That was one of the greatest spots at Bombshell. This was supposed to be the Bombshell review. I have the review right here in my hand. But unfortunately, we ran so long with Asten Williams that I'm going to change my review to tomorrow night. We're going to have it then. Maybe we can get Adam Jackson to come on. I see he's talking in the – see, he's here. So maybe we can get him to come on and answer some questions and stuff like that. Any wrestler that wants to come on here, any fans that want to come on #Truth, hit me up on Facebook. If you're not a Facebook friend, send me a Facebook, friend request. I'm happy to take them. I could try to hit Tristen up. You are right, Joey Godfrey. I will try to hit Tristen up and see if he will come and reply to what Asten Williams had to say tonight. Maybe I can get Tristen. As a matter of fact, I will try to hit him up right after the show tonight, and I will put up on my Facebook page whether he agreed to come on or if he agreed to come on. So let's see if we can all get Tristen to come on #Truth. Boomer Payne, you need to be blowing Justin Rhodes' phone up, brother. So apparently Frank Roof is a huge Boomer Payne fan. Apparently Frank needs to get his eyes checked and a few other things. I don't know. To be a Boomer Payne fan, you've got to be, you got to be senile in your 90s and not being able to see all the way in the ring to see that Boomer Payne cheats during every match. And it's just a sad day when you're a Boomer fan. See, you told Boomer that he needs to blow up somebody's phone, and Boomer doesn't even understand English. So there you go. Does anybody else have anything they want to say about Asten Williams or anything of the like? Anybody want to put out there future matches they'd like to see? Asten Williams involved or not? This is all about you guys. Give a few minutes for you guys to think about that. I think this is my personal opinion as a fan. I think Asten Williams is going to do exactly what he says. I think Asten Williams is at a point in his life and his career where wins and losses don't matter. He wants to get in the ring, and he just wants to prove that he is one of the best of all time. And whether you're a good guy, bad guy, whatever, he's going to take you on face to face. He's not going to back down. That's the gist that I got from this conversation. And he's not going to let his brother coattail him. He's going to do what he's got to do and get it done. Why would you say that, Boomer Payne? That is just rude. I am going to invite MJ on a future show, and I'm going to make sure that he does get on. That was just wrong of you, Boomer. Frank says, Boomer Payne, hit me up. We will turn this show out. Rhodes is coming out of retirement next month. I think Rose just came out of retirement last Saturday, if my memory serves me correctly. But you never know. All right, everybody. That's going to be it for tonight. Thank you for showing up to Hashtag Truth. I want to thank my guest, Asten Williams, for showing up. It was, if not anything, it was definitely an entertaining conversation. And he has an open invite anytime he wants, even though he told me never to call him again. That's okay, because I don't get hurt like that. I'm a big boy. I can take it. Thank you guys for all watching, and we will see you tomorrow night for my review of the whole show, Bombshell, at EWF. I will also be talking about Owlmania 3 for EWF and everything that's going to happen in the near future and my take on it and what I think is going to happen. And let's just have a good time. I'll put those times. I'll post them on my Facebook page later on. You guys have a great night. We'll see you then.